something that could make sense. They hate when I keep dreaming I'll be famous, but I don't give a fuck, I'ma keep chasing. I got all this potential that's deep inside of me, but they hate when you're successful cause they try to be. They sit there being judgmental because you're trying things, and they just want you to settle and do the right thing. So get a good job, don't slack off. Wake up every morning, make a good impression on your boss. Don't do anything that I wouldn't do, and when you're making money, make sure you don't spend it too soon. Fuck that, I'll do what I wanna do. I got a different path from everyone, and that includes you. Who are you to tell me how to live life? In these times it feels like nobody's right, yeah. So I'ma figure out what else we succeed, and then invest all of my time into that and proceed. I need whatever the hell could make me happy, and I don't think you have a clue what could that be. They tell me that I'm never gonna make it. They want me to do something that could make sense. They hate when I keep dreaming I'll be famous, but I don't give a fuck, I'ma keep chasing. They tell me that I'm never gonna make it. They want me to do something that can make sense. They hate when I keep dreaming I'll be famous, but I don't give a fuck, I'ma keep chasing. I think this life could be special if I get rid of the devils. They think that I am a rebel, I think they want me to settle. There's nobody on my level, they think that work is too stressful. I think that work is essential, the grind is all in your mental. And I don't think you understand what I'll go through just to be in control of my life soon. All the negativity, man, I'm immune. I don't really need a mask with all I've been through. I've been making changes for the ages. 5-10 year plans are contagious. I attack that shit, I'm tenacious. And if you ain't, get the fuck out of my way then. Got one life, I won't regret it. I will fight until I get it. I'll look back one day from heaven and say, damn, I learned some lessons. And say, damn, I have no questions. I had fun in every second, and the journey was a blessing, yeah. They tell me that I'm never gonna make it. They want.
Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. We've got baseball on the show. It's the Miami Marlins and the Chicago Cubs.
I could probably get a priest to confess to me. Applying pressure is what I do best. It would behoove you to back up 2 steps. You got a crew with you, I'll come at your crew's neck. Haha, come on, tell me who's next.
The headline today, the hitting streak he's been on.
Yeah, an impressive streak. Can he keep it going in this one? Feels like there isn't a pitch he can't hit right now. Looking forward to seeing how they deal with him.
You don't really want it with me.
We'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about set to go now. Today's starting pitcher, Shota Imanaga. Base runners are tough to come by with him out there, Chris.
Yeah, this guy's been real stingy, man, not allowing guys to play the game, just keeping them at home plate. I mean, just ridiculous sub-1 whip. I mean, he's dominating hitters, and a guy like this on the mound, one of the elite starters in the game right now.
And a pitch. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Grabs it on the run. And a quick out, number 1. And time now for the Marlins lineup. In that leadoff spot, a guy they're looking to get going, Otto Lopez.
Well, you can see that batting average, not terrible, but not where you want it to be by any means. And I think he'd be the first guy to say that. Just hasn't found a way to hit consistently this season. But I've heard he's been working really hard in the cage. He's taking some extra hitting. I'll be looking to see if he can get involved in this one and maybe, just maybe, start breaking out with that bat.
Griffin Conant stands in now and watches strike 1. That one the other way, and that's a fair ball. Around first and hustling for second. And he'll pull into second safely.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
And now, Xavier Edwards. First pitch, just misses. Shota, with a stellar run lately on the mound, really carving up lineups. Fastball is outside.
Some pitchers can go out there and rip off a month or two of incredible starts. And right now, it looks like he's in one of those grooves. Really fun to watch.
Conine leads off second with one gone in the inning. And there's the automatic. And that's ripped into left. Base hit. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners with one out.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock.
So up next, Connor Norby. Curveball over for a called strike. Ground ball left side, could be two. Tosses to first. Now two away as they get a run across.
Batting fifth, the first baseman, Jonah Bride.
And here's the first baseman, Jonah Bride. That one's in there, 0-1. Yeah, that's fouled off. Man at second. Spoils a two-strike pitch, and he'll see another. And he hits a ground ball right side, and that chance handled. Whips it to first on the run. And very nicely done for the out. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. On to the bottom of the first. It's the Marlins 1 and the Cubs coming up. And we're back. And on the hill, Sandy Alcantara.
Oh, you know this guy wants to be better than that. I mean, the ERA is bloated. He understands that he's got to put his team in a better position to win ball games. And at this point, you have to forget about your own individual stats, and you have to go out there and attack and try to get that W. And if you do that, you'll look up, and most likely that ERA will have dropped over time.
Nico Horner, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1. Alcantara, multi-time All-Star. He features a sinker, a changeup, a four-seamer, a slider, and he occasionally uses a curve. Into the outfield, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Pete Crow-Armstrong now at the plate, third on the National League leaderboard for batting average. On the ground to second, might be 2. There's 1. Throw to first, but he beat it.
Batting third, the designated hitter, Michael Bush.
Now it's the DH, Michael Bush.
Definitely scuffling at the dish lately. Just 1 hit in his last 5 games.
First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
He's been known to jump all over the first pitch, so that seems like a missed opportunity right there.
On the ground, 2 ball. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe. And a dangerous hitter coming to the plate. So here's Kyle Tucker now. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Way to lay off that pitch down. He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
And that is out of play. Oh, great stop. From his backside, there's one. Double play. What a twin killing to end the inning.
Acrobatic play to get this one started. Determined to get a good flip. And that flip leads to an inning-ending double play.
Back here at Wrigley Field, now it's going to be Jesus Sanchez.
Jesus Sanchez.
Shota back to work. Hard hit left side. Over to first. Out. And quickly one away in the second.
Batting seventh, the third baseman,
Graham Pauley, the next to hit.
It's been a tough stretch for him at the plate. Only 2 hits over the last 5 games.
And first offering is fouled off. Pauley with some struggles at the plate recently, not uncommon for rookies. One down, base is empty. Outside low, and 1-1.
You know, Boog, at the start of my career, I got only 3 hits in my first month, but I kept at it, and I finished the year hitting 300. I know he's going through it a bit right now, but he's capable of figuring it out.
Swing and a miss. Shota Imanaga with the strikeout.
First strikeout for him in this one. That splitter is maybe the go-to pitch when he's looking for a swing and miss like that. He throws it quite a bit, and that's a good example of the effect it can have on a hitter.
Dane Myers in the box now. No balls and a strike. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Two out, space is empty. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Got him looking. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Nothing doing here this half. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. It's the Marlins 1 and the Cubs nothing. Bottom of the inning, and Happ up to hit.
He's got pop, which is a little sneaky because he's so comfortable with taking his base hits to the opposite field, but he can jump you if you make a mistake.
Happ launched a homer in his most recent game. Swing and a high fly ball right field. Conine puts it away for the out.
A little drop and drive on that swing. Backside collapsing just a little bit, trying to put the ball in the air.
And now it's Dansby Swanson.
I just love watching Alcantara get ready for games, Boog. He turns into a different person, just usually cracking jokes and having a good time. But start days are a different story. That's when things get serious for this guy.
This one in the air, center field. He's got it, and there's 2 down.
That's a really nice play, ranging back into the outfield for that catch. We all know those can be a little tricky, especially if the wind's swirling around out there.
Swing and a foul out of play. Turner, a former All-Star, 40 years old now, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. That's down and in. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Batting eighth, the catcher, Miguel.
And now it's Miguel Amaya. That one finds the zone, and that's strike one.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches.
That ends the inning, so we take a break. So one hit is all they get. We played 2 full. It's the Marlins 1 and the Cubs nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set for the start of the inning. And now for the Marlins, Nick Fortes. Cut on and lifted in the air. Crow-Armstrong sizes this one up. 1 away.
The batter number 6, second baseman, Otto.
So the lineup flips over.
Lopez.
Now it's the Marlins leadoff hitter, Otto Lopez. That misses, and it's 1-0.
1 ball, no strikes.
Swings through that one out in front that time.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Shota winds and deals. Missed inside with the curve. Swing and a miss. And the count is even, 2-2.
2 strikes.
1 out, base is empty. Out towards left center. Swanson on the move. And it's caught for the out.
Yeah, that's a tough play for the infielder, ranging back into the outfield. There's part of him that's saying, hey, where are you at, outfielder? Call me off. But he stayed focused and made a nice catch right there.
So digging in, Griffin Conine. That's a strike. That one off the mark, and that's ball 1. Swings through that.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
2 down, nobody on. On a line, base hit.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. Xavier Edwards gets a chance to hit here. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Conine off of first with 2 away. Hit on the ground to short. Swanson on the run, sends it over to first. Oh, the throw is over his head. And he's going to make it up to second base, as that's a 2-base error.
That's a case where he just pushed the throw a little bit, didn't stay on top of it, didn't find the release point, and it gave him no chance at first base to come down with it. I know he won't be happy with himself on that one.
So 2 on with 2 away. Connor Norby, the next up for the Marlins. Yeah, don't need much damage here, just a base hit. Likely will score 2. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. And that one fouled off. Two on, two outs. Got him looking. That K is his third of the game. So they strand a pair. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Marlins 1 and the Cubs nothing. Welcome back. Last series, the pitching was not good as we take a check of the numbers. And that is downstairs. And that is ball 1. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So a man on base to start the inning.
Didn't try to do too much with it, just a really controlled, simple swing. We don't see a whole lot of that these days with hitters trying to launch and hit home runs, but sometimes you got to shorten up just like that. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Nico Horner will come up to hit. 1 for 1. He led off the bottom of the first with a single. Outside corner, there's a strike. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Inside, almost got him. Tying run is at first here in the last half of the 3rd. In the air, right field. Kona on the move towards the line. Tries to make the play, but it's foul. And it's a strikeout for the Sandman, his second of the game.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
High fly ball down the left field line. Myers makes the play, and there's 2 down.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Michael Bush.
At the plate, Michael Bush. Fouled off. He was late. Two outs. That one fouled off. Foul ball left side. He'll see another.
Well, pretty clear to me. He was trying to go deep right there, but you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
Left-hand batter waits. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Sanchez ranging after it. He's got it, and that is that. One left for the Cubs, and it remains 1-0. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well. And that is in there for a strike. I believe that's the split.
Oh, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
Popped up to the left into foul ground. And there's one down.
Now batting, the center fielder, Jesus.
Here's the
Sanchez.
center fielder, Jesus Sanchez. Grounded out his first time. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
No ball.
Base is empty, one
strike.
away. Top half of inning number 4. Next offering is fouled back. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Drops into the glove, and there are 2 outs.
Outstanding catch right there, and I love the commitment that he showed. He knew that the wall was close, but was determined to make that catch, and a nice calculation of just how much room he had to try to minimize that contact.
Paulie
Ball,
at the plate now. That's ball 1.
1-0.
That catches the corner. Next offering is in for a strike. Stays alive. Got him swinging. Nothing doing for the Marlins, but they lead it 1-0. Back here at the friendly confines. Now it's the right fielder, Kyle Tucker. That misses, and that's ball 1.
You know, these Cubs just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases that are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
That misses, and that's ball 2. Well struck right field. This one's got a chance. And brings it in at the wall.
The left fielder, number 8, Ian.
So up next, Ian Happ. That one missed. The Fish up by a run. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Inside, just missed.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Fouls one off. 2-2. And that one in the air center field. Sanchez sizing this one up, makes the grab for the second out.
Now batting, the shortstop,
Dansby Swanson is going to get a chance to hit. 0 for 1 with a fly out. And a foul ball. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Fortes gathers, throws to first. That completes the strikeout, and that'll do it. Nothing across here this half. On to the top of the 5th we go. It's the Marlins 1 and the Cubs nothing.
I'm about to shake up the system. I'm about to do something different. I'm about to change up the.
Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Shota back to work. Swings through that one.
Man, that's just a nasty splitter. Bottom falls out of it. You don't see a lot of guys throw that these days, but I tell you what, he's got a good one.
Close one, doesn't get the call. And it's a ball and a strike.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Chris, as we look back at the pitch sequence, he hadn't seen that curveball at all. How tough is it to adjust to something like that with a bunch of break when you haven't had a look at it yet?
Yeah, I mean, you're dialed up for something firm. You never want to take a called third strike as a fastball, so you're going to be a little anxious before you recognize the pitch. And right there, clearly didn't see what was coming.
Now the catcher up to hit, Nick Fortes. A little out front there as he swings through it. Fortes, 28 years old, and he was drafted in the 4th round back in 2018. That pitch in for a strike, and the count is 0-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. One down, base is empty. That's outside. 1-2 to count. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Swing and a ball popped up. Corner on the move towards foul ground. Fair ball. The throw in, and he's got a double.
Gotta love the resiliency he showed in that at bat, battling with 2 strikes. There are a lot of nicknames people have attached to hits like that: blooper, flare, duck snort, lawn dart, etc. But whatever you want to call it, it's a knock. And those are the ones that'll make you smile as a hitter just about every time.
So digging in, Otto Lopez. 0 for 2 in this one. Oh, he doesn't get the call. 1-0. And a swing and a miss there.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And misses inside.
2-1.
Hit on the ground to short. Toss to Turner, and they got him. Now a chance for
right
Griffin
fielder,
Conine.
number 18, Griffin Conine.
Fouled off left side. Man on second, 2 down. Comes up empty. That's strike two.
Well, you can't expect to get a great pitch to hit with an open base and a runner on second. He's going to have to really tighten up his sights here. Make sure that he can barrel up the ball.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. That misses the zone, and it's 1-2.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Got him looking. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game. One left for Miami, but they hold a 1-0 lead.
So I ain't saving you a cleaning house. Do you think that's just a statement? Then you ludicrous like it's word of mouth. I ain't new to what.
Here at Wrigley Field, John Shelby with my buddy Chris Singleton, and set to get us started. Bottom 5, Justin Turner. That one is absolutely belted. That's down. One hops off the wall. Not in time. That's a leadoff double.
He was all over that one. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay. Now a pretty big at bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Miguel Amaya, the next Cub to hit. First time up was a pop out. And that's a strike. Swings and misses and one down below the zone.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
Tying run in scoring position. Last half of inning number 5. On the ground, right side, Lopez. In plenty of time to first, and that's the first out in the bottom of the 5th.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. It's early, but you still want to move the runner up and give your team a chance to score. That's exactly what happened, so you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at bat.
And fouled off. Swing and a ground ball. Jump throw across his body. On the money. Nice play. Here's Nico Horner. 1 for 2. He had an RBI base hit back in the first. Line drive ripped down the left side towards the left field corner. Now he'll turn for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Well, here we are, third time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
So up next, Pete Crow-Armstrong. Ball 1 on a pitch inside.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit is probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Line drive, and this might be trouble. Horner flies around third. He'll score.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
And up next for Chicago, Michael Busch. Right through there for a strike.
0-1.
Oh, great stop. The throw. And that's a nice play to end the inning.
Well, that right there was all pre-pitch positioning. Put himself in the perfect spot to make a great play.
Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Xavier Edwards.
To third, and that one finds its way through, and a good start to the inning.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Just one of those seeing eye base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you a knock.
No outs, runner at first, and next is the designated hitter, Connor Norby.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more.
And out number 1 on the grab.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
And now the first baseman, Jonah Bride. And the pitch a little bit low, ball 1. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. There's a ball. Throw. Save. That's a stolen base. And the tying run is now in scoring position.
You know, nights like this when it seems harder to score, I like the call to put him in motion and try to steal the base. Ball's not carrying, no home runs so far, so trying to manufacture some offense like this may be the way to go.
Next offering is downstairs.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Popped up. Corner. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. 2 down. And now the center fielder, Jesus Sanchez. This is what stat nerds like myself might call a high leverage situation.
Yeah, Boog, not sure what the numbers say, but clearly an at-bat that could change the course of this game dramatically.
Swing and a miss, strike 1.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
Headed towards the corner. And a foul ball. Oh, and 2 now.
1-2.
Fights it off. He'll see another. With the tying run at second, and we're the top half of the 6th. Inside, and the count's even at 2. And a swing and a miss. Make it 7 strikeouts for him.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Seth Martinez.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Well, one-run game. Here's Kyle Tucker.
The right fielder.
Singing, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He's the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what, his teammates feed off of the leadership that he shows on and off the field. You know, these Cubs doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. The numbers tell us they're averaging more than a hit every inning, and they've only struck out twice, so they keep finding ways to put their bat on the ball.
Now batting, the left fielder, Happ.
Ian Happ digs in now. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. No throw, and they come away without an out. That extends his hitting streak to an even dozen, Singing. Do opposing pitchers start to take notice when a guy's on a roll like this?
Yeah, I think so, Boog. It's not like it changes the scouting report on a guy or anything like that too much, but you're aware of who's swinging the hottest bat, and that's definitely him right now.
So a man at first, and here is Dansby Swanson. And that's downstairs. Ball one. Signs of activity in the pen for the Marlins. Jesus Tinoco getting ready to go. Enriquez warming up as well. In the air, out towards left center. He's got it, and there's two away.
Now batting, the first baseman, Justin Turner.
So now Turner into that right side. Ripped on a line. Sanchez makes the grab, and that is that. Cubs leave one, but they still lead it 2-1. Back here at Wrigley Field, and now Graham Pauley.
Graham Pauley.
Here comes a new arm for the Cubs, Tyson Miller.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves, late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
There's a strike. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Looking to get the tying run on base. Fastball to letters, frozen for strike three.
Oh, tough night at the dish. Punching out for the third time right there. He just hasn't looked very comfortable at the plate. A little unsure of his timing right now. Not picking up the spin and location of these pitches. They'll have some adjustments to make.
Now here is Dane Myers, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. In the air, left field, down the line. And that's a foul ball. One down, base is empty. And there's a foul ball. And the 0-2. Swing and a high fly ball in the air left field. Happ makes the catch, And a couple of quick outs.
The catcher,
and up next for Miami, Nick Fortes. 1 for 2. And that's through there for a strike. It's 0-1. Holding on to a 1-run lead here in the top half of inning number 7. And takes low for ball 1. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Got him. Inning over on the strikeout. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Ronnie Enriquez.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Miguel Amaya getting ready to hit.
The catcher, Miguel Amaya.
First pitch misses.
1 ball, no strikes.
Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. And the leadoff man aboard.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of this struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Jon Berti at the plate. Bunting, and it's in the air. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe. Well, Singy, that was really nice looking. Able to get it down and in a good spot.
And he makes it look easy. Bat angle was perfect. Barrel stayed above the hands. Could almost walk to first.
First and second, no outs. So here's Horner now. And that's in there for strike 1. Amaya over at second. Berti at first with no outs. Bounce to third. And that goes foul. On a line out towards center. Sanchez makes the grab, 1 down. And now Pete Crow-Armstrong.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1.
Always tough to turn 2 on a speedster like this. It's even harder with him coming out of the left-handed batter's box. You really need something to hit hard on the ground that they can handle to turn 2 quickly.
That's off the inside corner, and it's 1-1.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
Liner, and this could be trouble. Headed for the plate. 1 runs in. Now a second crosses the plate, and they take a 3-run lead.
Gets the job done as he brings home a pair. A well-deserved double on a great swing. Got everything going on time. He stayed balanced and he squared it up about as well as you could possibly ask.
Now the Marlins manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. Ronnie Enriquez will depart, and he's responsible for the runner on second, so the book isn't closed on him yet. We'll be right back.
Now pitching for
new pitcher for the Marlins, Jesus Tinoco.
And one thing on him, he's been really good this season at keeping the ball in the park. Not an easy guy to take deep.
One out, runner at second. Now it'll be the Cubs DH, Michael Busch. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Outside low, and the count even 1-1. One out and a runner at second. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Hung up in a rundown now between third and home. To the plate, save. It's 5-1.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
One gone, runner at first. So up now for Chicago, Kyle Tucker. 0 for 3 in this one. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Sanchez has a beat on it. And he makes the catch. Out number 2. So man aboard, Ian Happ, the next Cub to hit. 1 for 3. Hot shot to third. Fires across the diamond, and that'll do it. 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and 1 left on. We look ahead to inning number 8. It's the Cubs 5 and the Marlins 1.
Now pitching for the
Welcome back,
Chicago
and a new
Cubs.
arm on the mound to start the 8th. Ryan Brazier.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Leading off for the
Back to the
Marlins,
top of the order
second
now.
baseman,
Here's the
Otto
second baseman, Otto Lopez. Pop foul out of play off to the right. Brazier, a 6-foot righty, 225 pounds, and he was a 6th-round draft pick back in 2007. Happ on his way over. Corrals it. 1 down.
The batter, the right fielder, Griffin.
Now the number 2 hitter, Griffin Conine. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. The Marlins down by 4, and we're in the top of the 8th. And it's fouled away. Liner, base hit. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. The throw in. It's a double, and he's 3 for 4 tonight.
Really nice job of 2-strike hitting in that at bat. He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
One out. Runner at second. Edwards will hit next. Right through there for a strike. hit in the air left field. Crow-Armstrong moves after it. Reaching for it. Makes the catch. Next is the designated hitter, Connor Norby.
Designated hitter, Connor Norby.
That one finds the zone. Strike one. Runner at second, 2 down. Swing and a miss. 0-2.
0-2.
Got him looking for the strikeout. A controversial called strike 3 to end the inning. Marlins leave 1. They're down here 5-1.
Now pitching for
Back
Miami.
now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Declan Cronin.
And he's had his struggles so far this year, as you can see the inflated ERA. Looking to bring that down a little bit right here.
And here comes
Leading up
Dansby
for the
Swanson.
Cubs, the shortstop, Dansby Swanson.
And a first offering a fastball for a strike.
0-1.
Swing and a miss.
No balls. 2 strikes.
Hit hard on the ground is short. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th.
The first baseman, number 3, Justin Turner.
Now it's Justin Turner. Up the middle. And a base hit. Just kind of sliced that one into center.
Now batting, catcher, Miguel.
And next for the Cubs, Miguel Amaya. Pitch misses, and it's 1-0. Line drive caught. The tag gets him, and it's a double play to end the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. Through 8 full, it's the Cubs 5 and the Marlins 1. We go to the 9th. Now here is Jonah Bride.
Jonah Bride.
Brazier back to work. Fastball for a strike. 0-1.
No balls. 1 strike.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
0-2.
Foul ball still 0-2. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Has room, and he makes the catch.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
Jesus Sanchez, the next up for the Marlins. And that's it for a strike. 0-1. And there's a ball. late on that fastball.
You tie a guy up like that, you're feeling like you are in command.
Pitch misses, and the count is 2-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
That's a strikeout. Woody Keller says he won a round.
Well, we saw a solid effort out of their starter, and the bullpen is following suit. It's just a good day as a manager or as a pitching coach when you can hand the ball off to multiple arms and get stability from all of their performances.
Paulie stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it, so that's a good take by him.
Clips the corner, and a count 1-1.
No, he's really working that inside corner with the cutter. I tell you what, I hated that pitch. So tough to get the barrel to and to keep it fair.
That's too high.
Just missed. Fought off foul. The Fish down to their final strike. Got him, and that's the ball game.
Well, they win the opener at home. First game of the 3-game series, and there's just such a good feeling when you're in your own ballpark. You're sleeping in your own bed. You're eating your clubhouse manager's food. Everything's right in your world, and they played like it today.
5-1 is how it ends. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm Jon Sciambi. We'll see you soon.